section of mid-Manhattan, which at that time was not very fashionable, but it has now become one of the more fashionable parts of New York City. There was actually, when I first
Well, I thought we'd put it over there for people. I think Harold's probably seen most of these pictures. I thought it would be nice if you all could see the pictures. Wait, let me just introduce some of the people through the pictures.
Joe, let him talk, and afterwards we'll...
Okay, we'll have the pictures. All right.
We'll try to download the pictures, and I'll put them on the same tape.
All right, okay.
So I was born, and we initially lived on 78th Street. So Yorkville really was an area that would start at about 70th Street, 66th Street, and extend up to about 94th, 96th was the dividing line, really. And it went from about Lexington Avenue over to the river. It did not encompass the
Park Avenue.
Park Avenue, Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue, which was a very wealthy, well-established, mixed area that while some German people lived there, but it was mixed in terms of the people who lived there. Yorkville, the German people, Yorkville consisted mainly of Germans with a fairly large smattering of Italians, and the Jewish section, which was a very small minority of that area. It consisted basically of tenement housing with just like an old New York area, shops, fruit store, a meat market, a dry goods store, many taverns.
Remember what the apartments were like? I mean, how they were built?
Well, many of them are still there. You can come back. They all ranged from 3-story, 4-story, 5 stories. They were all basically sandstone fronts with fire escapes outside, and they were railroad flat, which meant that they were fairly narrow, and they had an entrance, and the apartments stretched from front to back in a continuous manner. They had so-called fire escapes because this was the code in the front and in the back, so there was an exit in case of fire. Many of these places were built after the turn of the century, in the before and after the First World War. After the First World War, and they were built a lot out of wood, and they were old. The stairs were all wood, and they were basically fire traps in many ways. So that's why they had the fire escapes, which was a source of summer recreation that would occur on it.